Hello everyone, Mr. Happy here and welcome to my guide to the Anti-Tower, a new dungeon added in patch 3.2. To unlock this dungeon, you must complete a quest or two in the 3.2 main scenario and meet the minimum item level. This dungeon rewards item level 195 gear, as well as some tomestones of esoterics and lore. This dungeon consists of 3 bosses and some trash in between. To skip to a specific boss, please use the annotations in the top left hand of the video. The first few trash pools consist of several small packs of enemies. You can't really do any big pulls here. They can inflict a paralyze that you can just remove, but otherwise nothing too threatening. After a few packs, you'll come to the first boss. The first boss is Zuro Rogo. This boss has a couple of easy to counter mechanics that shouldn't give you too much issue once you know what they do. He can summon bubbles around the room that deal AoE damage, plus inflict determination down after a short delay, so stand away from the bubbles when they spawn. He has a channeled cone attack, which he will eventually combo with a confuse on the tank to deal a bit of damage to them. His main mechanic is that he transforms 2 players into frogs, and they constantly get bombarded by AoEs. Just run in a circle away from your party like you see me doing here to avoid AoEing them. The 2 remaining members who aren't turned into frogs must kill the 2 adds that spawned to undo the transformation, which will also be dealing damage over time. Just repeat this a few times and it's an easy win. The trash on the way to the second boss comes out of dimensional doors. It's made up mostly of spriggans, golems, and fire sprites, and none do anything too special, though there can be a lot of them. After dealing with a few packs of enemies, move on to the second boss. The second boss is Ziggy, and yes, there's a David Bowie reference here. The boss has a thin conal AoE and occasionally summons Stardusts. These Stardusts will gradually cast a growing AoE until they are killed, at which point the AoE stop growing. When all of the Stardust are killed, the AoE goes off after a few seconds. Kill them quickly to prevent getting hit by all these AoEs, and stand in the safe zones after you do kill them. When they die, they leave behind rocks, which you can use to intercept the tether that Ziggy will cast on one of your players. Just repeat this a few times and kill the gem cutter adds that spawn, and it'll be a quick fight. The trash on the way to the third boss is mostly made up of melee and magic casting dolls. Nothing really too special, just don't get hit by the AoEs. The centaur enemies that spawn hit a bit harder because they can buff themselves, but it's still not anything too crazy. Just go through several packs of enemies and you'll come to the final boss. The final boss of the dungeon is Calcabrina. Try not to have too many nightmares when you see her. When the fight starts, it'll start with 3 Calcas and 3 Brinas. They jump around and spam AoEs on people. Calcas shoot conal AoEs and Brinas do donut AoEs. You just need to dodge these AoEs while killing off all 6 dolls. Kill them all and they will jump and fuse into Calcabrina. Calcabrina has a few pretty simple mechanics as well. The first one is a stare attack that she can do. She's going to mark a player with an eye over their head, which basically just means turn away from her. If you don't, the AoE can confuse you and make you attack allies for several seconds. Her brace attack works a lot like Ravana's Seeing Wings mechanic, meaning physical DPS need to attack her from the side that no shield appears around. In the case of this video, she shields her flanks and rear, so if you do attack her from these sides, she will counterattack and deal some damage to you. Her final attack is Dollhouse, which jails 2 party members inside dolls that deal damage over time. The untrapped party members need to kill the dolls to free these players while they move around the arena. At the same time, Calcabrina will spam a weak AoE on the group, which you could just heal through. Repeat these mechanics until you take down Calcabrina. Thanks for watching this video. Probably one of the easier dungeons we've gotten in recent patches, but if you needed a refresher or you wanted the information, hopefully this helped you out. Be sure to like, favorite, subscribe, and share for all the latest Final Fantasy XIV news, updates, guides, whatever it is you're looking for. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you all in the next video, and until then, take care.